From the village life to the township, from the township to the city life. We about to move to the burbs on these niggas. Check. Uyakhumbula mngani wami, besithathela phansi manje basidlela umona, basidlela umona. Cause we up, petty cup, then we up. Basidlela umona, cause we up, petty cup, so we up. Basidlela umona. How you like me now? I see you biting now. Lames wanna fight me now. Let's get it, Freddy, I'm down. Utata my chance, you kidding me? When everyone's saying they feeling me, there's no way I'll let you belittle me. I don't play you no little league. Wake up and realize. What up, yo, Cubicals? This is the Cube, the Tide Drive show, rather. Right here on Cube Radio Online as we continue to pay for the promise that we made from inception, which is adding dimension to life. Yes, I go by the name of Sia, aka King S, and thank you so much for tuning in. Hey, my companion is back. We're gonna deliver yet another flame show. Right?
Hello, King Sia, Your Grace. Last time I had to address you as Your Grace. As you know, listeners, Kina, Azile King and no AKAs, no.
What happened to Bandrion?
No, I told you Bandrion is a name that I want people to think about.
But I've been pushing Bandrion.
It holds power, Bandrion. But I'm not going to dwell into that.
The Your Grace vibe was Game of Thrones. I think I'm over Game of Thrones. I'm moving on to better and bigger things, hey? How to get away with murder, rather. I'm liking that.
I want to watch Insecure, but we're not there. This is the Tide Drive, and we're putting everything that we turn a blind eye on under the spotlight. And today we have a guest.
Yes.
Dun, 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 guest.
He's done a lot of work. He goes by the AKA Mr. Director.
You shouldn't have said that. Okay,
should we spell it out?
No. The name is Tumi Tumi. And he is the writer of Tempy Pushas, alongst the other work that he has done. But we'll get to know him during the show. So, welcome.
Thank you.
How are you? Are you good?
I'm good, people. Thank you for being here. Thank you for welcoming me. It's a privilege to be here.
It's an honor to have you. It's an honor to have you. So, she said you are the writer of Tempy Pushas.
Co-writer.
Yeah. Okay, let's get that right. Co-writer of Tempy Pushas, which was a rather big show, hey? We were having a little off-air discussion about it.
Yeah.
The good, the ugly, the changes.
Had a lot of good actors too.
Yeah. That I can agree on.
Yeah.
We had a good, like Mr. Director. Were you like also directing the show or?
Amanda Lane was directing the show, which I learned a lot of how to direct, how to assist, and learning from her footsteps. You know, we would sit down and she would tell me about how you should be able to put certain angles together, you know, how to correlate certain parallels that just don't mix together, you know. So through that I was able to learn how to direct and able to see the different dynamics, you know.
But a little bit more about you. You know, we see you now. A lot of people tend to take interest in a person once we see the accolades. You know, we see you're this renowned person. You've done X, Y, and Z. But it all starts somewhere. So can we get into that? Where did it all start for you?
Oh man, it started in church. Started in church. Drama, Sunday school. You know, all of that, and then I went to school, arts school, and then, you know, I was interested in acting. Always loved acting.
Okay.
You know, and then further did my course in Joburg, SA Tech, and then from there I did my director's course. Did my director's course for 3 years, and then, you know, through that I was writing stage plays, I was writing theater plays, you know. I fell in love with writing, I fell in love with directing, you know, but I couldn't just get those good enough actors who would just, you know, put, you know,
your work on the screen,
on the thing, you know. So I went into teaching. Instead of, before starting the production, I went into teaching. Like I would teach, you know, how to get into character, how to understand your roles, you understand what I'm saying? Those are very, very important things to know.
Interesting that
Okay.
you raised the teaching part. You know,
I'm on about that, you know, teaching.
I was talking with a friend the other day, and we were looking at, TV dramas that play on Mzansi Magic.
Yeah.
And we are like, okay, we acknowledge that a lot of young talent is on screen right now.
Yeah.
But we look at shows like It's Good Is Nice,
Yeah.
Wakhala Nyoni,
Ooh.
and those actors, you could believe them.
Yeah.
And I'm looking at this new shows, and I'm like, okay, it's great that young people are on screen, but they're not giving me that thing anymore. And like you would imagine that with the evolution of TV and all that, we would only get better.
Yeah, true.
So what's your take on that?
I would say like it's I'm gonna get hated for this.
Okay.
It's a lot of commercial acting. The reason why I say that is because like it's like singing, right? You get really, really good singers, and then you get singers that are good in studio.
Okay,
You know what I mean?
okay.
And like those really, really good singers, they don't get the spotlight. But the Beyoncés of today, like, they get the spotlight because they have the look, and so you get what I'm saying. So you can be talented, but if you don't have a certain look that goes with it, it becomes, so they have to make it work technically. They have to make you look good technically. So which leaves a lot of job for the editors, which leaves a lot of job for the, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
it leaves a whole lot of job for that because we have to now make you appear as a superstar.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
So, do you think, speaking of like adding on Wakhala Nyoni and
It's Good Is Nice.
It's Good Is Nice and all that, is it because now we are, let's say, we study drama, we go more by the book than talent, like anyone can go study drama and they can become an actor. But I think during the time of It's Good Is Nice, it was more talent, what
Passion.
can you give us, passion, what can you give us on screen, so is it
Yeah,
because
man. I
we
mean,
go
like,
more than a book?
I mean, Joe Mafella was amazing. I mean, like, God bless his soul. I mean, like, these guys would take the realness of a show. They would just not make you laugh, but they would make sure that you get something into that. You get tapped into emotion. You ask any of your ask any of your aunts or your grandmothers, about, previous acting. I mean, you would believe it, you would see it, because they believed in what they did. They believed in that character. He believed that, yes, this is Good, he's nice. This is, you know what I mean? He believed in that character. Most of our actors right now, they don't believe in that. They're just there. Hence I say, like, just to, there's another job. This is, you know what I mean? This is just me. Like, I'm just gonna, appear and
I think the secret behind is just to like simply become your character, like
Yeah.
if you're acting
Be passionate about what you do.
just be your character and then everything will fall. Everything will flow.
Mr. Director, you mentioned that you're still starting out, which is something that I'd like to not really agree with, given the work that you've done so far. But still on this subject matter of, the industry being more dominated by commercial acting, as a writer yourself, as a director yourself, as a teacher yourself, what role do you take it upon yourself to make sure that the generation that you produce from your hands don't turn into those commercial actors that we see right now?
Well, that's a very, very important question. Thank you. Man. Like, wow. I didn't even see that one coming. I respect theater a lot. Because of theater, we go back to John Carney, these guys who have, like, really, really, put so much. They worshipped stage. You know what I mean? They believed in it. It was a way to send out a message. Like these people, these amazing actors. There's a whole lot of them. I can mention, Fuel Guard, and like it was a way of them to bring out a message. It was not entertainment. Acting right now is entertainment. You know what I mean? So these we try by all means to try and let us at least go back and put not all, but let's have a few fundamental things, detailed tips, things about like, okay, acting, your projections, you know what I mean, how you present yourself, how this character is supposed to switch to that emotion, how, you know what I mean, those are very, very important. Very, 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 very important. I had a professional actor who's appearing on TV, could not cry. You know what I mean? Like, she's a professional, and we were like doing a stage play, but then again, to let herself to be in a position whereby, okay, this position it's so emotional, it's emotionally draining. You should at least she could not. She could not. You know what I mean? So it's such things where like we need to go back to theater. And don't auto-tune acting every time, because we auto-tuning acting every time, and soon it's gonna look like hip-hop how it is right now. You know what I mean? So we can't do that. We just cannot. I try by all means to let each and every one of my actors or each and every one of my artists to at least take 2 months in understanding and researching about their characters and knowing about their characters. If you're gonna be playing as a pregnant lady, know you'll go to someone, write notes. What are you facing? What are these? What are those? You know what I mean? Realism theater, it's like that. You know what I mean? Whereby we don't pretend like we're doing something. If I'm telling you you're going to sleep, you literally are going to sleep. You know what I mean? If you are gonna cut your hair, we literally are gonna cut your. You know what I mean? So certain things have to be real. Which I feel like
you're busy. You're currently busy with an online drama.
Yes.
If I understand correctly.
Yes.
Okay. I can cry, by the way, so we can take it in. But we're not there. Could you please tell us more about the online drama that you're working on?
Online dating. Online.
Dating?
No, it's not online dating. I'm sorry. I'm thinking of a stage play I wrote. It was called Online Dating. Like it's on YouTube, by the way. Cue on that. It's on YouTube. It's called Online Dating. Yeah. Immorality. That's the name of the.
That's a heavy name.
Okay.
The
Mind
show.
I add.
Yeah. Immorality. It stars FDL. He's a local rapper. Amelia. She's a model. Robert Diale, personal trainer. Like, all these people have, different things that they do, but they were all interested in being interested in this project. And one can ask me, like, why didn't you take any of the people that you might know in the industry, besides budget, certain things, like you want to uplift the community, you want to bring acting alive. I believe there's a whole lot of talent, especially when it comes to acting in the community, and people don't know where to go. People, we all run to Joburg. We all, some can't even afford to go to auditions, So we started this thing thinking that we can, uplift anyone that has the potential and has the love for acting,
So when is it coming out?
It's coming out October 21st.
October 21st.
Yeah.
This October 21st.
Yeah.
Okay.
But you didn't share much. I was hoping like a snippet into what immorality is all about. Because the name alone is catchy. I mean, it just makes you go like, immorality.
I'm listening there. And I'm like, okay, he's carrying on. He's coming. Come closer. But
you guys are wrong. Right?
Come on. Can we get like a Cube exclusive?
Oh, man.
You don't have to reveal much.
Okay. Immorality is about this young lady that's been married at a very young age. So all her life, she was told what to do. She's been told what to do, like, what to study, what type of men to marry, and this and that. And later on, she found out that, all my life I've been living and what people told me what to do. And it's been okay, because I've been progressing, I've been productive. But then again, there's something else, and then she gets to meet this guy called Quisley Q, at a club. you know, on the night of her anniversary, you know,
wedding anniversary.
Wedding anniversary, you know, at a club, and then the first time they meet, I don't know, is age restriction?
No.
Things happen.
Yeah, things happen.
Yeah.
Things happen.
Yeah. Okay. Sounds interesting. It's something I want to see.
But then again, like, a lot of people have this idea of it being, you know, so much of a, you know, one-sided affair. It's not even about the affair. It's bigger than that.
Okay.
It's we get to see so much of moral sense and versus logic and feelings, and you know what I mean, some of the challenges that you face as a young person, you know what I mean, like, okay, how to go about your daily life, your morning, your this, your that. What are the first thoughts that come into your mind first thing in the morning, and this, and how to, you know what I mean, those are the type of things we tackle, and some of the relationship things that females want to, you know, understand, you know, about men maybe, and then some of the things that men want to understand about the women.
Okay, that's a whole lot. 21st October, we can't wait. But we've been talking and talking. I need to go drink water, like water. I need water. Pardon the English, I'm from England. After the break, tune in. This is Cube Radio, and catch us on your social media. Facebook, we are Cube Radio Online. Instagram, we are Cube Radio _online. Twitter, we are at Cube Radio SA. After the break, tune in.
Listen up, world. I'm not just any footballer. Mark my words. I'll be one of the best. And have it all. I'll be a beast. A creator. Uncontrollable. Untouchable. Legendary. These are not just my heroes anymore. They're my competition. I'll take from all of them and create something new. You might want to follow me. Don't. Create your own thing.
Cube Radio Online Buffet 2 is still on your favorite frequency online, that is, and we're still adding dimension to life. This is the Tide Drive show, and we're still putting everything that we tend to turn a blind eye on, rather, under the spotlight. Before the break, we were talking all things acting, you know. We were talking to our guest, who is still in studio with us, aka Mr. Director, but he goes by Dumi as well, and he was just telling us about some of the things that he's been doing, and we were talking about the whole acting profession at large. So, Bandrion had a suggestion.
No.
She wanted to audition Nyana. So are you still up for that?
Don't put me under the spotlight. Hey, when end of the show, towards the end of the show, I'm gonna audition.
Say cut. We're not doing it anymore. Mr. Director, are you so good?
Yeah, man.
Awesome.
I love the energy, guys.
Thank you so much.
You forgot to mention
what?
That Mr. Director has to be ready for our instigation.
Our instigation
we
questions,
have this thing called, Cube Radio.
Okay.
We go work as we've been talking about acting and everything, including acting, you directing and all of that. But we're just gonna dwell off, not now, but we're gonna go dwell off, and then we go personal, like we go deep into you. Like it's like a Q&A thingy. Yes, question answer,
it's like
question
the hot
answer.
Seats,
Yes.
It hasn't been personal all this time.
Okay, but something that I'd like us to talk about. We are an online platform, and you mentioned you are doing an online series using YouTube, and this is something that I've been thinking to myself for a very long time now, because I follow a few tech people on YouTube, and I've seen like a lot of tech people who are making it super huge on YouTube. And I just think like SA as a whole, you can correct me for saying this, maybe. SA as a whole is sleeping on the whole YouTube idea. So what opened your eyes to that, and you are like, you know what, Kappa DM, I'm gonna go and do this?
Yeah, man. Yeah. I would say that, just like you said, I mean, like that opportunity, you know what I mean, like to be worldwide, we haven't explored it like fully, you know, and understood it like how it really works, you know. So for me, it was a matter of just understanding a few things about the online thing. You know what I mean? If you can like focus on those shows or those productions that have been successful on YouTube, are successful that I have to productions that I have to do with maybe either it be community work or something giving away, you know what I mean, where people are involved, you know what I mean. So I had an opportunity, I was blessed rather to be in a position where started the show of unsigned artists, you know, whereby I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna start recording or, you know, making interviews with each and every unsigned artist, you know, either it be around social movie, either it be, and that made my Instagram to blow. That made my Facebook, you understand what I'm, because people want people to know about them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So as soon as you can't be selfish when it comes to YouTube.
Yeah, you cannot.
You know what I mean? You just
like
cannot,
people.
you know. So you just have to work with people. The internet is like a huge mall, like a big mall. You know what I mean? So we have to be in positions where, like, we understand each other and we work together. You know. So I was like, okay, you know what? I'ma toss a coin. I'ma try this one out, and you know what I mean. If it works out, it works out.
It works out, hey?
I feel like online is taking over our lives right now, because we are an online radio platform and you are starting an online drama, if you can call it that. So TV, radio stations, you know, stuff like that, they just slowly, you know, I don't know, like losing value, if I can call that.
I didn't want to do something, I'm sorry to cut you off. I didn't want to do something that would restrict, you know what I mean, people or voices rather, you know what I mean, like I didn't want to be in that position where now, okay, because, you know, we have a daytime, you know, scene, we have to just like cut it because there's no kissing scenes, that we can't show you kissing, or we can't show you understand what I'm saying. So we, you know what I mean, which a lot of people, when they start acting out, they have a lot of problem with that, like, all right, do I have to kiss?
Okay.
Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
The more you write,
Would you mind?
would I? Hey, yeah, but yeah.
It just depends who you're kissing.
Okay.
I'm sorry to say it out loud.
Yeah, but yeah. I think it depends heavily on who you're kissing.
Yeah.
But I don't think I'd mind. You know, if you get to a point where you understand that this is my craft and I'm supposed to be telling a story to someone out there, then I don't think it becomes a big deal. Hey.
Help me audition kissing scene. See, look at that reaction, you see? Exactly. Look at that reaction, you see? That's what people think.
We want it. But still on the online topic, I feel like a lot of people, you know, they want to have the freedom to choose what they're consuming now, and a lot of times we tend to think that online data, we have this notion going around now that data must fall, data is expensive, but people will dedicate their last to spend something that is gonna, I don't know, like fulfill that need inside them.
Yeah.
Hey? So how are you making sure that, you know, you fulfill that need that people have out there?
Well, corporate. If we conquer corporate, I feel like we can get enough numbers to. I'm going somewhere with this. You know, if we have enough numbers for what we're doing right now, for instance, you know, get enough sponsors, get enough funding. You know what I mean? Corporate will then fund for us to have a bigger platform on TV. You know what I mean? So it's not necessarily for the people to watch.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
It's just for us to be productive, you know, and show corporate, this is what we've been doing. We are young, we eat this, and then this is what we want.
Create a demand for us.
Create a demand for us.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then, as soon as we get that, that's when people will start, you know what I mean? People will start seeing what we've been doing, and people will start following what we're doing. You know what I mean? But for now, it's just doing it so that the big offices and the big dogs can actually say, "Wow, okay,
Can set up
these,
and take notice.
these guys are doing something." That's
So what
that's
is
Okay.
sorry to cut you off, but this question is just burning in my mind.
Alright.
What are some of the freedoms that you have when you are an online series? You mentioned that there are some things that are supposed to be censored for daytime television.
Yeah.
So Immorality, that name is very risque and very suggestive.
Yeah.
You know, what are some of the free reign that you have on an online platform? And follow-up question to that, would you switch it to television? Would it be possible?
It could be.
It could be.
It's R-rated.
It's R-rated.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm excited.
I'm still waiting for more information.
It's oh man, Immorality is very it's very intense. You know what I mean? I don't want people. I want people to focus on the message more than the image.
Okay.
But I feel because it's new and it's fresh, people are so gonna be focused on the image. You know what I mean? Because it does have a lot of that.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And I was surprised, at what people were willing to do. You know what I mean?
The actors you're working with.
You know what I mean? Like, and I thought that, okay, man, this is an online,
Yeah, like anyone
this is
can
just,
have access to it.
Like, yeah, I know. Like, okay, you willing to? He's like, yeah, I'm willing to. It's work. I was like, okay, cool.
So if it were to be on TV, it was to have like edited.
Yeah.
Some scenes has to be edited.
A lot.
Okay.
As far as the conversation, I can
tell.
What's gonna be edited out. So I think this is gonna be a hit. You guys make sure to check out Immorality.
21 October. Okay. With your experience, what are you telling us, aspiring actors that are not in the spotlight yet? Like, what advice can you give us?
Oh man, it's hard.
It's hard.
It's hard. No one can give you acting advice. It's all a lie. And I'm gonna be honest with you. Like I'm being honest with you because I went through a lot of dry. I mean, like, you guys wanted personal. I'm gonna be a bit personal right now. There was a period in my life where, not a period, but just a snippet, I would say, where I slept at a taxi rank. You know what I mean? Like inside the, inside the taxi.
Okay.
I slept at the BP station. I ate out of trash can. Not out of choice. I was hungry, and you know what I mean. I saw an apple inside of the trash can. And, I was.
Was
very
that
hungry.
before or after Tempy Pushes?
That was after.
It was after.
It was after.
That was after.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And there's a lot of things that I did that, you know what I mean, were very, 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 very hard, that I don't wish for another person to go through. You know what I mean? I mean, doing that, knowing that you're shooting tomorrow, you have to be on call time your call time is at 3:00, for instance. You know what I mean? You leave, you do this, you do that, you do whatever it takes to make sure that this acting thing works. And it's only until now I realized, like, oh, flip, I was going about this the wrong way.
How so?
Maybe if I would have made a better portfolio for myself, maybe if I would have, created a better, platform or a better, something, whatever it might be, or got a better agent for, so it's not easy. It's not easy. Don't look out for handouts first of all. You can only do as much as you can. Don't force it. Do not.
Okay,
You know what I mean?
thank you. Well, due to the time, we have to move on. Instigation, just 2 questions. Five. And then
Fire Bandrion.
fire. Okay, we've heard about you and your professionality. Can you please tell us, do you have someone in your life? I mean...
I have a fiance.
Okay.
Yeah.
Serious.
Yeah.
Take it. Boom. Gone.
Yeah, what's that? Alright, what's those big?
I win. Marry him. Okay.
Alright, second question.
Do you have like an instigation question?
Instigation question? No, I don't. I actually don't have an instigation question, but I've got a question related to the business. Will that do? I think it will do. Man, come on, allow me here. Would you say it's better to be an on-screen artist or to work behind the scenes? Because you mentioned some of the pressures that you face right now. You know, one would figure that you being on Tempy Pushas, you know, and it being such a hit, you know, you'd be set for life. And bumping into you around town or whatever, I'd expect a certain image from you. So what are some of the on-screen and off-screen pressures, pros and cons?
Well, South Africa's not there yet. You know, as far as film goes. First of all, let me say that, where a writer will be given $250,000 to, you know, for something. But one thing that I can say is that whether you're on screen or whether you behind the scenes, it really does not make no difference. I mean, Amanda went through so much, you know, and lost, you know, a lot of money. You know what I mean? So it really makes no difference that much. You know what I mean? It's all about your passion and how far you're willing to take it. You know what I mean? You can be a very wealthy actor.
Yeah.
You can be a very wealthy director.
Yeah. Okay, guys. It's a lot. We have a lot to ask, but unfortunately we don't have the time. So that's it for today's show. But you sure can catch us on our social media pages: Facebook, Cube Radio Online, Instagram, Cube Radio _online, Twitter @Cube Radio SA. We are the Tight Drive, and this is Cube Radio Online. From me, myself, Azile, and Sia, and our guest over there.
Mr. Director, thank you so much for coming through.